This how God works. Play my position, what is given with no concerns. Set it off. Top of the morning, I'm gonna set it off.
I woke up this morning, don't worry about a thing. Every little thing is gonna be alright. I woke up this morning, on my horizon, 3 little birds were on my doorstep, singing sweet songs, melody blowing true. And they said, this message is you. They said, don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright.
Hello everyone. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I'm a live person. I'm live right now.
This how God works.
My assistant's working on it right now. I'm here live. I'm not a cat. I'm not actually a cat. Judge, can you hear me? I'm not a cat. I just woke up feeling a little weird this morning. Maybe I am a cat. Maybe I am a cat, everyone. No cat, dude. No cat. I figured out how to turn myself into a cat, and I've never been more excited about the live streaming possibilities in this world. So yeah, get this mic adjusted here. I'm so excited about turning myself into a cat that I didn't worry too much about getting my mic adjusted. All right, so y'all know what time it is. My name is Andrew Defy, aka the Gorilla Poet Laureate, aka the Hoodie God, aka Spittin' Quarantino, aka I wear my sunglasses indoors because my eyes are sensitive as my heart is, y'all. And this is the Great Joy Hunt. Yeah. Man, I'm excited to be here. Took the day off yesterday because my dog was being super cute and I just felt like chasing joy. That's the thing about this show is if it ever gets in the way of my joy or starts to feel like an obligation, then I'm not doing it. I'm taking a breather. But good day yesterday. I heard from a lot of y'all. Trying to buy this I Love You hoodie from Sledgehammer Graphics. So shout out to y'all. Appreciate the support for the homie. Let's see. Do we just get into it? Or do we play a little bit more with the fact that I can be whatever I want to be right now? It's bananas, y'all. It is bananas. Some of the technology that I'm trying to master and work on right now. Like this. It's bananas, y'all. Bananas. Okay. Stop playing with the filters. All right. So we are going to jump right into it right now, y'all, with the question I always ask this time of the morning. What's your number?
This how God works. Play my position, what is given with no concerns. Set it off. Top of the morning, I'm gonna set it off.
What is your number, y'all? So this is where, if you've never tuned into the show before, on a scale of 1 to 10, you could pick a color, you could pick an animal, you could pick a planet that you feel the most like, you know what I mean? How you feeling today? check in with yourself. We like to check in the morning, then we like to check in at night, see how we really doing. I would say myself, I'm at a good 9. You know what I mean? I was up a little late working on playing with those filters. I'll say playing. I can't be the only person that when I saw the lawyer video where the guy turned himself into a cat that I spent the next 2 days trying to be like, how the hell do I turn myself into a cat on the live stream? So I was playing with some technology. The technology is crazy. Wild. The technology is wild. Crazy is an ableist term. We all growing out here. So, you know, and I did some good research last night. I found something that we definitely need to cover in the course of the Great Joy Hunt, which is hedonic adaptation. You're like, what is that? Don't worry, I'm gonna game you up on it as we go along on this program today. So, what is your number? You ain't gotta leave it in the comments. You ain't gotta tell anybody else. It is only for you. That you take care of your number. You know where you are. Because what does it matter if I know where you're at? You know what I mean? You're the one that got to do the work. That joy juice hitting this morning. Hitting. All right. So, I mean, do we need to do anything more? Or can we just get into the Great Joy Hunt right now? Let's get into the Great Joy Hunt, y'all. Oh.
This how God works. Take my position, what is given with no concerns. Set it off. Top of the morning, I'm gonna set it off.
So, like I said, I want to talk about, I don't think you can talk about joy or happiness without talking about hedonic adaptation, right? What does hedonic adaptation even mean? Those are some big words for things that satisfy you won't satisfy you forever. You know what I mean? We've all gone through this process where all I want in life to be happy is this thing, and then you get this thing and it lasts for so long. Everything has a time limit, and then you're looking for the next thing, right? This process is called hedonic adaptation. So I want to give y'all a little bit of understanding around that and some of the other science around subjective well-being. Subjective well-being is the clinical term for happiness. So I got this little video that I found a little while ago. I agree with most of it. There's some of it that really prompted me to really think about this joy hunt and the way that I'm doing it. So I wanted to share this with y'all. This is the science of subjective well-being, aka happiness. Check it out and watch for the hedonic adaptation and what that means for your joy.
Hi, I'm Dr. Mike Evans, and this is a short whiteboard on happiness. It's kind of a crazy topic, and the philosopher in me feels the more we try and make it a formula, the farther away we'll get. It's also likely we all have different meanings for happiness: pleasure, being engaged, life satisfaction. In medicine, we call it subjective well-being, with many domains: work, family, friends, spiritual, contentment, control. So I'll leave it to you to know what happiness means to you, but I do think the science of happiness comes with some useful lessons. First is, what predicts it? Well, the research points to a lot of factors, but 3 big picture players. First are your genes, your temperament or personality. Second are your life circumstances, things like wealth, where you live, health. Third are your life choices and behaviors. So of these 3 players, which is the most important? Dr. Sonia Lyubomirsky, a University of California professor, has tried to answer this question. And I think she will say these are very approximate, but about half is predicted by your genes, 40% by your life choices, and only 10% by your life circumstances. So this is interesting. I mean, I do think there's a line in the sand. So for example, lifting people out of poverty would give a lasting bump in well-being. But for most, we think, if I just had that new car, higher salary, bigger house, new lover/partner, I would be so much happier. But the research says that sure, there is a boost with a new car, a new hockey stick, a new marriage. But after time, so with a car, this might be a few months, and the generally accepted time with a marriage is about 2 years. The new becomes the norm. and our happiness quotient drops back to what it was. The fancy name for this is hedonic adaptation. But perhaps the observation is that happiness doesn't come from getting something we don't have, but rather from recognizing and appreciating what we do have, or that happiness is best pursued by extracting the most possible from the present before turning one's attention to the future. Some would call this mindfulness or living in the moment. The second big lesson is about your life choices. The good news is they are mostly in our control and overlapping. So expressing gratitude, being more forgiving, meditation and mindfulness, exercise, investing in quality relationships, kindness, altruism, and doing things for others, compassion, having good flow, where you have a kind of spontaneous joy from being fully absorbed in a task, minimizing thinking traps that make us feel bad about ourselves. All of these can work with our factory settings to increase happiness levels. And don't underestimate their effects. Let's take one, having good relationships. The Grant and Glueck cohort trials have been following two groups of men, one advantage and one disadvantage, for over 75 years. And when they looked to see what most predicted being a healthy, happy octogenarian, well, it wasn't middle-aged cholesterol. It was middle-aged satisfying connectedness to family, friends, and community. And there are many nuances we are just figuring out. For instance, dosage. Dr. Lubomirsky showed in a small trial about counting your blessings, where you list what I am grateful for, helped when it was done once a week, but not so much 3 times a week. So in the end, I think, sure, if you want to buy something cool, go for it. It might even give you a short-term bump in well-being. But maybe also consider investing in a few things that have a longer-term effect, a happiness portfolio, if you will. You may have a set point, but just like your risk of heart disease, you can alter this a lot by doing things differently. Hopefully this helps.
I'm grateful that you listened and watched. See? I feel better already.
Yes, wow, right? So, I mean, it's something that I think we all know that, like, you know, the hedonic adaptation kicks in, that, you know, things that make us happy in one moment, or things that we aspire to have make us happy.
Need a professional website?
Don't make us.
I created one for our startup.
Jeez, I'm all over the place today. Y'all. It's Friday. But you know, that this hedonic adaptation, this idea of hedonic adaptation, that we just get used to those things that we aspire to, that make us happy. You know, we tire of them and they stop working. You know, one of the things that I really thought about in watching that video was we're sitting here counting our blessings every day. They said that it's more effective done once a week than 3 times a week. So I'm going to take that into consideration. I'm going to think about it this weekend, maybe revamp the joy hunt a little bit. You know, it's just an interesting science, because I wouldn't have ever thought that there was a science to happiness and well-being before this pandemic. And then I took that Yale class and learned about hedonic adaptation, and all of these things like make sense as you learn about them. But they're not things that we keep at the forefront of our mind, right? So this is that idea, right? You know, we've been talking about the 2 joy hunting styles, and that you either look for something new to be joyful about, or you find things to continuously be joyful about. What are some things that you're joyful about again, right? So, you know, I think that's right where that hedonic adaptation fits in, is you know, really training yourself to like continuously be thankful for the same things and at the same level. You know what I mean? Like, let me not take for granted that my heart beat all night without me telling it to, right? Or that my body, my kidneys decided to like keep working and filtering all of the toxins out of my body. Like, I'm just as thankful for that today as I was yesterday. And it's, I think, a practice of like staying in that gratitude. You know what I mean? So that's today. That's the real lesson of things. You know, Fridays I like to kind of bring in some outside opinions and some of the education that I'm working on getting, some of the places I'm finding answers. So that was that hedonic adaptation, y'all. The enemy of joy. You got to keep yourself from that hedonic adaptation. You know what I mean? So that being said, we are gonna do the joy hunt today. You know what I mean? We'll see if it's still an everyday thing next week. But right now, if you are tuned in on the live stream, it is a gratefulness check. Where's your joy at?
This how God works. Take my position, what is given with no concerns. Go. Set it off. Top of the morning, I'm gonna set it off.
Where's your joy at, y'all? If you are on the live stream, put it in the comments. Let us know where your joy is at. John, it's all good that you're late, man. You here, you know what I'm saying? You part of my joy. You at a 6? All right. We got a 7 in the spot. So where's your joy at? Where's it coming from? What are you thankful for this morning? What are you thankful for this morning? Man, I'm thankful for y'all tuning in. Diamond coming in at 7. Andrew coming in at 8. I don't know if my comments are just coming in late. I don't know if that's what's going on or if y'all are just now commenting, just now catching up. Where view from a high rise. That's a good spot for some joy. Take it in. Soak it in. Don't get used to it. Don't let that hedonic adaptation take over. I love you too. So where is your joy coming from this morning? What are you grateful for? What are you grateful for? Run that joy. Run that joy. Run that gratefulness. What are you thankful for this morning? Me? You already know I'm going to say the juice. Come on. Joy is coming for the resilience of our artist community right now. Yo. That's big. That's big words. And there's no one. There's no there. I won't say there's no one who deserves it more. We all going through it right now. But I will say the artists have been hit hard. You know what I'm saying? They've definitely been hit hard. So, that's a beautiful thing to know, Andrew. It's a beautiful thing to know. Diamond says, thankful for housing, food, and creativity flourishing again for me. Oh, you say your creativity is flourishing? What up with that collabo, though? Thankful for my scroll saw. Yo, see, this is what I'm talking about right here. This is how you avoid hedonic adaptation. Be thankful for the things that you got every day. You know what I mean? Make it into that practice. You know what I'm saying? Joy for my family that checks in on me. Stay checking in on you. That's all this is a big check-in just for you. Dan, what it do, G? What you joyful for this morning? What you grateful for? What's going on? Tell me all about it. Oh, I intend to. Also, yo, if anybody knows AC, tell AC to start answering his phone. I got like 65 people who are trying to get those hoodies that I was wearing yesterday, the new I Love You hoodies. So, tell him to holler at a player. You know what I mean? Dan said, thankful for finding quarters to do laundry today. Yo, that's a great place to start. You don't never feel as fresh as when you got clean laundry on, fresh out the dryer. You know what I'm saying? And you can't do that without quarters. You know what I mean? So, he's answering. He's answering now. So y'all make sure you hit up AC and SH Graphics on Instagram. That's GRAFFIX. Get you one of those I Love You hoodies and tell him the hoodie God sent you. You know what I'm saying? Dre chiming in today. Said my joy is easy, 8 out of 10 right now. Thankful to see you doing this. Bro, this is all we can do. You know what I'm saying? We're just trying to lift the vibrations. This is that vibrational maintenance. You know what I mean? Everything in the universe has a frequency and a vibration. We're just trying to get ours as high as possible with all of my peoples. Man, y'all just flooded in here when it was Where's Your Joy Time? And it really, this is giving me so much joy. I love seeing the comments stack up. You know what I'm saying? Sack Music keeps vibing. Hella thankful for the homies. Yo, super real. Yo, I'm so thankful for all of the homies who are still making music, still jumping on the live stream, still giving us music, still recording music. Yo, Dan, who do you know that's ready to go on an internet setup? You know what I'm saying? That got the PA, the mic, the everything's proper sounding. You know what I'm saying? Tell me who those people are. Let's get them. Let's do some live performances, man. Let's stream some live performances with the folks who got that knowledge. Not everybody does. I know. I only became technical because because y'all don't know how to wear masks. Let's be honest. So I don't know how long I'm gonna be in this house by myself. So I got real good at figuring out the technology to get this stream going. But man, let's figure that out. It'd be really dope to have some music on the stream. So if you know local musicians who've got their whole setup ready, or if they play some acoustic things and can get it through the computer, you've seen some good performances on the streaming. So holler at me and let me know. Oh, okay. Where the homies at George Knapp at? Furious George need to come on to my live stream. I'll join theirs too. You know what I mean? We could do some cross promotion. Music Landria. Oh man. Speaking of things to be joyful for, like I'm so thankful for Music Landria, and the Music Landria exists. My last album wouldn't even exist if it wasn't for Music Landria and them being able to loan us some equipment and some recording stuff. So super thankful for Music Landria and Buddy and Rachel and everybody that's doing the work over there. Ira and John. Okay. I'll hit them up too. See what they talking about. Yeah. If you talk to folks, let them know. I'm looking for live entertainment. You know what I mean? I want to put some of the artist homies on. Yeah. Yo, you telling me, bro? You telling me? Yo, tag Brian in this. Tell him we need him. We need him to join the Joy Hunt. Brian would be a great guest for the Joy Hunt. Just period. You know what I mean? Yeah, Buddy's an unsung superhero in our creative community. Music Landry doesn't get enough love and enough props for what they do. Like literally putting instruments and music in people's hands. A lot of us through this pandemic, they've still been offering that service. So a lot of us wouldn't have been able to do some of the things that we're doing or learn an instrument. You know what I mean? I know there are definitely like young school kids who are checking out instruments from Music Landria. So, if you get a chance to support Music Landria, definitely support Music Landria. So thankful for what they are doing. Now, if you are on this here live stream right now, tell us where your joy is at. Where is your joy at? What are you grateful for this morning? See, for me, I'm really grateful for the philosophers who came before and started doing this work on. Wait. Hold on. Time out on that. EBB has a virtual show this coming Thursday, Sac State, Mardi Gras. So EBB could do a virtual show for Sac State, but not for the Great Joy Hunt, is what I'm hearing. That's what I'm hearing after all that we've been through together. Yo, holler at the people. Holler at your people, because we can also broadcast a few other places too. You know what I mean? We can have some real fun. If the musicians want to play and want to tap in, definitely get at me. I do this streaming thing. I got a couple homies who do some real streaming things. Shout out Ruben Revelis. So, we can put it on a few different channels. If you've got channels you want to put it on, I can hook up a live stream like this to whatever channel you want to do. You want to do a live stream? You want to join? We're going to start a whole live stream network out here. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's it, man. That's it. You said Joy Hunt for Eggs of Happiness. That's real. That's real life what it's like. You know what I'm saying? I try to tell people it's not called the Joy Stumble because it's much like Easter eggs. Like every once in a while you stumble on one, but you got to look. You got to hunt it. You know what I mean? That's why it's called the Joy Hunt. Because sometimes, lately I've been waking up in a good place, in a higher number, so it's easier for me. But that's because it's been a practice. If you date back, like the Great Joy Hunt for me started in 2018. You know what I'm saying? So it's been like years of me doing this and getting these practices in and trying to retrain my brain. You know what I mean? I come from the same place a lot of y'all do. So I've dealt with mental health my entire life. I have a physical medical condition that is wild. I was born without stomach muscles. So you can imagine all the things that that's come with. You know, I consider myself a miracle. And I believe that I manifested part of that. You know what I'm saying? So, and part of that is just being able to find the joy when you wake up in a hospital bed and you can still find the joy. You know what I mean? You still find something to be happy about and thankful for. You know, that's something my parents taught me from a very young age. Both my mom and my dad are expert joy hunters. You know what I'm saying? So, it's just it's a continuation of that. So I'm really thankful for the people that came before me, my mom, my dad, and all the philosophers and all of the folks really doing this work, especially looking at it from a scientific perspective, right? You know, like 5 years ago, even when I talk to people about vibrations, like shit got wild. Like people just look at you like you're doing witchcraft. Like, yo, like you can't talk to people about vibrations. It's too woo-woo back then. Where now you're starting to see, because of science, because of this research, you're starting to see the evidence and some of the theories being proven around happiness and around joy, and that these are sciences. You know what I'm saying? These are things that you can test and prove. You know, things like hedonic adaptation, that changes everything. That changes the whole understanding of what happiness and joy is. You know what I mean? So, you know, man, it really be like that. It really be like that. Some days that's where my joy is. I get up and be like, yo, I'm still living. Because I'm saying, y'all, they told me I was supposed to be dead at 15 when I was 16 years old. They told me I was on borrowed time. You know what I'm saying? So I've been on borrowed time for 20 years now. You know what I mean? So you gotta find joy. You gotta find joy in it. Let's see. Laura says, joyful for a roof, a bed, unconditional love, and healthy family. Yo, if your family's healthy right now, take a second. Take a second. Be thankful. You know what I mean? Take a deep breath. Say thank you. You know what I mean? I'm not here to tell you what you're saying thank you to. You could decide that. You know what I mean? You decide what name you want to use. In our hearts, we don't use names. You know what I mean? So just say thank you to the divinity that is in us all. You know what I mean? If you healthy right now and your family's healthy right now, make sure we keep taking care of each other, y'all. I know like it feels like things are slowing down and like, yo, they just introduced the vaccine and then things are going to get better and people are kind of going light on the pedal, you know what I mean? Taking their foot off the gas a little bit, but the numbers say that we need to have our foot on the gas, y'all. So, you know, I'm thankful for everybody who's essential working. Yo, you know who I'm super thankful for right now? Everybody who's working that warming center in Midtown Sacramento. Everybody that fought so hard to get that spot open for our unhoused fam. You know what I mean? Like, just the folks who are steady working there every day, our leaders that are out there every day. You know what I'm saying? Our citizens, the people who are manning it every day. Man, it's really, really beautiful. So, you know, shout out to y'all. I'm really thankful for y'all. You know, y'all are a big part of my joy as I see my community doing beautiful things. I've seen a couple of refrigerators go up that had vegetables in them and food in them just in case people need it right now. You know, that like stirs my soul, man, when I see us taking care of us as human beings, as people, without these hierarchies and without any need for, you know, you don't have to be validated. You valid just by being, and we want to make sure you eat. We want to make sure you good. Like that's the most beautiful part of humanity to me. And it stirs me. It stirs me. So, you know, I'm super thankful for y'all and for everybody who's out here doing that work. If you see somebody doing that work today, hit them and say thank you. You know what I mean? Hit them and tell them you love them. Like that ain't easy work. You know what I mean? And a lot of times the people who are giving the most of themselves aren't they're not appreciated in the moment. You know what I mean? A lot of times we wait to appreciate them until after they're gone, or, you know, until after things are done. And in the moment, it's real nice to have that appreciation. So, you know, if no one else wants to weigh in on their joy, we are approaching a half an hour. I got some fun things to do today. Yeah. yeah, I got to get ready. I got to start getting ready for the Masked Up show on Monday. It's a whole production, y'all. Y'all think that I just show up and just start rattling off facts. That's not the way it goes. So I'm gonna do some work on that. And I'm also just I'm gonna figure out more sorcery and how I turn myself into more and more things. Because you can nowadays. It is just so bananas what you can do nowadays, so I'm really I'm learning all of these new technologies. You never know, there might be like an animated show coming up or something, so I feel like Gwen Stefani used to sing about me, that was a terrible joke. That was a terrible joke. Stop it. We got to get better jokes. The technology can be here, but we got to get better jokes. I love y'all. It's been half an hour. That's what we usually do here at the Joy Hunt. So if nobody got any more joy to ring in with, that's it. Nothing to it but to do it. You got it, John. You already know. John getting his Joy Hunter. I feel like maybe we should do belts. Is it like karate where like you get a different colored belt as you like rise through the ranks of joy hunting? You know what I'm saying? Maybe. So yeah, man, that's it. Y'all have some fun today. Remember hedonic adaptation. You know what I'm saying? Remember that those things that give you so much joy will not give you as much joy unless you work on them giving you so much joy. You know what I'm saying? So, stay safe and healthy, man. You as well. All of everybody who's watching, all of everybody who's tuning in, all of everybody who's sharing it and just being part of the Joy Hunt. Everyone who's gonna watch this later on today. Appreciate y'all. And this is definitely part of the joy of my everyday. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing it. Keep doing it. We should do that multiple times per day. Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. Thank y'all for tuning in. The show is just me sitting here talking to myself if y'all don't tune in. So I appreciate y'all for being here. Man. And look, we got this little community going on here. We got this little joy hunting community. I love it. So yeah, that's it. And that's all, y'all. You know what it is. My name is Andrew Defy. I got a whole bunch of aliases that I'm not going to rattle off right now. But what I am going to say is, I love you. And you can't do shit about it.
This how God works. Take my position, what is given with no concerns. Set it off. Top of the morning, I'm going to set it off.